In this video, we are going to be going over how to break soul ties. Just think of a soul tie like a toxic, cancerous tumor, okay? Something that you can go in and you can have it removed, or you can remove it, and you might have the temporary pain from it being removed and then the healing process from it being removed. But it's way better than you living with the tumor, hence soul tie, and living with the pain of dying and actually letting it destroy your life. The first thing that you want to do is acknowledge that you have a problem, okay? That's kind of like the same thing as addiction, right? First, that's your first start. Acknowledge. Next, go over and be fully honest to yourself. Like, go over the whole relationship. What did that person do? How did this happen? Why did I accept it? Why was I okay with that? And just go over everything that you actually allowed. And then the next thing is recognize and become aware of how the bond even started and how it progressed. And what were the warning signs? What was your intuition actually telling you? And just have your eyes like wide open and just being like, whoa, whoa, I can't believe that I overlooked all of this, right? Rose-colored glasses. Next, make the decision that you're never going back. You're never going to tolerate that ever again. And it always starts with like the decision, right? So once you fully make the decision that you are never, ever, ever going to do that again, then you won't. You won't. It's usually the people who say, I don't know. Yeah, I don't want to go through that again. No, when you say, no, I will not do that. I will not go through that. You don't. You won't. Okay? So now renounce it. Renounce the soul tie verbally, out loud, internally as well, that you are no longer going to allow that soul tie to have access to you or that person. And they're not going to have any parts. They're no longer going to have access to your soul, anything like that. So next is going to be stop allowing that person to have access to you, like physically have access to you. Don't let them have access to your ears, okay? Because they can manipulate you. They can pull you back. When they have a soul tie with you, you will be sitting there going, wow, why am I doing this? Why am I doing this? And they can pull you right back in, okay? Just with their words. Okay, so this next one is very, very crucial, okay? You need to intentionally break the physical interaction or connection with them, okay? So block them. No joke, block them. Block access to you, to your body, to your mind, to your ears. And this is important because the tie is not fully broke, and because it's not fully broke, they will have access to your soul still, and they can manipulate you, your thoughts, your feelings, everything. And if they start talking to you, it's going to pull you in, and you're going to feel like, wow, what am I doing? Why am I going this way? And it's not a good thing. Okay, if they are family, I know that that's going to be a hard thing if it's your mom or your sister that's toxic or something like that. You will definitely want to distance. Distance is your friend, okay? Till you can break that tie and stop them from having control over you. Shield yourself. Make sure that your boundaries around them and your relationship with them are strong enough that you can hold to them and stick to them. Okay, so if it is your ex, I know that that's hard because you probably have kids with them. If you don't have kids, block them. If you do, firm boundaries, okay? Very, very firm boundaries. and make any necessary arrangements to protect your sanity, okay, your happiness, your freedom. All right, next, denounce, okay? Denounce the tie. That means tell people what had happened, and then tell them that you're no longer going to allow that person back. You're no longer going to allow them to have influence over you. You're no longer going to allow them to be in your life. If it's family member, that you're just no longer going to tolerate their control. Okay, take your power back publicly. Super important. It is a really good thing for you to do. Okay, that they will no longer have influence, power over you. You will not allow them to treat you that way. Repeat it to yourself and also to others as many times as you need. All right, next, find ways to control and curb your addiction, craving to that person. You might usually be used to texting them at a certain time, calling them on your breaks or things like that, that you're going to have to preoccupy yourself. Also, your body. If you had intimacy and you cut it cold turkey, your body's going to want something, right? So distract yourself, your mind, your body with good, healthy things, hobbies, good people. Find things to do that are meaningful for you. Make a plan that will prevent you from reaching out to them. Make a plan that sets positive goals, baby steps. Just remember it's baby steps. Break it down so then you can fully hold to it. Okay? Make a plan that works for you. A plan that can prevent you, deter you from reaching out to that person. Set the goals that will help break the patterns and the bad habits that could pull you back to that person. Now, if you believe in saying prayers, God, Jesus, I have an amazing prayer, okay, that I use. And the prayer goes over and denounces it with God, also asks for forgiveness. Then I command the soul tie and any attachments to be cut in my prayer. And then I ask and command all parts and particles of my soul to be returned to me, to be made whole, because in these negative soul ties, our soul can be fragmented and lost. So we really want to pull it all back. Now, verbally and internally, forgive yourself for not protecting yourself, for not listening to your intuition, for ignoring the warning signs, for allowing them to treat you that way, for giving your power away, for not loving yourself the way that you should have, and allowing the bad, negative, ungodly soul tie, whatever you want to call it, to form. Okay. Say that you forgive yourself as many times as you need, and then promise yourself that you will heal your unhealed parts that caused you to be vulnerable to these soul ties. Repeat that you forgive yourself in the mirror as many times as you need. Words are super important. And if you're having a hard time with that, do it in front of a mirror and keep doing it until you forgive yourself. Because when we fully forgive ourselves, we restore our soul. All right. So energetically forgive them for the damage that they've done. Some people imagine, go into a meditation, forgive the other person, but also recognize that the other person is an unhealed individual. Okay. Unhealed individuals hurt others. The next thing, collect everything that they have given to you, whether it's rings, jewelry, cards, whatever it is that reminds you of them, that you would look at and it could tie you back to them, that there's an energetic link if they've given you intimate items like lingerie or anything, chuck those suckers, okay? Get rid of everything that you can. Next, photos. Do not look at photos, okay? They will give you the illusion that everything was amazing and it wasn't. So put those photos onto a device, and then later on, when you are healed and the addiction tie to that person is broken, then you can go through those photos and delete whatever you need to. Everyone needs solitude and time alone through their healing process. Take however much time that you need for that healing and the self-love. Listen to you, listen to what you need, and do what you can to reconnect to your mind, body, and soul. Self-healing, self-love, any process that you can. In your healing, do your best to allow and bring good people around you that you know is good for you, okay? And good for your healing, good for your growth. Allow time to heal. Super important, okay? So you don't compound soul ties. Whether it's a year, whether it's 2 years, allow the time. It goes by fast, like a blink of an eye. It's crazy. So go through this process with every single soul tie, okay? All right, I'm going to repeat myself. Do not rush. Allow time. So you're not compounding soul ties and you're not having all these just piling on you, okay? If you were in an intimate relationship, statistics show that you should be waiting a minimum of a year. And you'd be surprised at how quickly the time goes by. It is remarkable for your healing. Take the time, okay? Take the time. At a later date, at a healed date, go through the photos, okay? Go through the photos. Get rid of like photos of just you and him, photos of him by himself. If there's photos of him with your kids, I can understand that's a little bit hard to get rid of. You definitely don't want to get rid of them because they have your kids. So I actually found an app and a software that can remove people from your photos. Hey, it might be worth it. Might look a little bit weird, but at least they won't be in your photo, right? Thank you so much for listening. I hope that this information in this video has helped you the way that it's helped me. Also watch for any upcoming videos. I look forward to making more videos. Please like, share, and subscribe. Next videos coming up is on boundaries and shielding. So like and subscribe. New videos coming every week so you can be the first to be notified of them.